Yo, what's up? Hey, y'all know what it is, man. I am that boy Box. This is Roughhouse Boxing TV. And yeah, hey, thank y'all for stopping by the house, man. Come through chopping it up with us. Hey, wipe your feet, close the door behind you. That's what's up, man. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, gotta send a big shout out to the whole LDBC, Lions Den Boxing community. And yeah, just wanted to do a little breakdown analysis slash recap of the Devin Haney fight last night. And first off, gotta say big shout out to the homeboy Trey X from Marlo's Corner who came off the corner and posted up at the house. He pulled up, man, called a fight last night, and had a nice crowd come through and kick it with us, man, for the fight. So I want to say I appreciate Trey X and Marlo's Corner, and I appreciate everybody that came by the house last night and kicked it with us, man. We had a good time. But yeah, I guess I will start off by saying that Devin Haney is one of the bright up and coming prospects in the boxing game right now. He has been trained by the Mayweather camp, primarily Floyd Mayweather Sr. Has had a nice part in his development, training, coaching. And it shows. It shows like I mean, it just screams at you Mayweather when you watch him. Reminds me of a young pretty boy in a lot of ways. So that being said, let's go into it. So Devin Haney defeated Juan Carlos Burgos by unanimous decision last night. Devin came in with a record of 19-0, so obviously now he's at 20-0 with 13 KOs. He stands 5'9" tall, 71-inch reach. All right, and we'll go into the good, the bad, the ugly. Y'all know how we do. That's what it is. Oh, and by the way, I went back and I watched the fight again, and because I didn't do any breakdown or note taking during the fight. I just enjoyed the fight and enjoyed that good commentary that was going from Trey. And so I went back today, watched the fight, and broke it down as best I could. So we'll start with the good. All right, good hand and foot speed. He has sharp, crisp, clean punching. Uh, really doesn't put anything out there lazily. Nothing that I saw. Or slowly. Which is good because a lazy jab, a slow punch, leaving something hanging out there will get you countered. So there wasn't really a whole lot of any of that going on last night from what I saw. And he's got good foot speed. Burgess spent a lot of time chasing him around the ring, and a lot of times you saw him. I mean, multiple times you saw him like get frustrated with trying to catch or corner Devin, and he'd just be like, "Man, come on, man, hey, stay still, man. I'm tired of chasing you." But yeah, so the hand speed and the foot speed is there, and it is evident, and it is on display. He's got good movement, period, and that's forward and back as well as lateral movement, side to side. He is able to maneuver, all around with the use of his feet. He uses angles very well, which is something that I noticed. Now, although he is the type of fighter that's willing to get in there, get in the pocket, or even get in the phone booth with a fighter and bang, a lot of times he uses angles and he uses them very well to eliminate a lot of what would be oncoming offense and make himself a harder target to hit, and get a better shot on his opponent. He transitions well from offense to defense. Um, the check hook seemed like his get out of jail free card, which was something that Floyd Mayweather was known for. Uh, Burgess spent a lot of time, like I said, trying to chase him down, and sometimes he would charge in on him, and Devin would start out on defense, watching, and then he check hook and spin out of it, a lot of times. So, and it's funny how is for as many professional fighters as there are in the game right now, that seems like a lost skill and a lost art. Being able to transition from offense to defense, get your offense off, and then you able to either slip, block, counter, and parry, or even pull counter, and but Devin does it well. The pull counter was another thing he showed us last night, and like I said, just reminiscent of a young Floyd Mayweather Jr. A variety of punches in his toolkit. We saw jabs, nice jab, nice crisp, clean jab. We saw good straights, rights and lefts. We saw hooks from both sides. We saw uppercuts. I want to say I might have even seen an overhand right in there somewhere last night. But he's got a wide variety of punches that he uses, and he uses them effectively. Fights well inside and out. Like we said, he's the type that can get in the phone booth with you, and bang, he can stand there in front of you if he feels like the opponent's power isn't respectable. He'll stay there, but at the same time, he's also the type that can fight effectively from range. He's got 71-inch reach, so he's got long arms, and he's able to use them with that nice jab. Slick, elusive fighter with the ability to avoid punches. We already stated that Burgess had a hard time trying to zero in on Devin, and Devin made it super hard to get shots in on him most of the time. And with the use of his foot movement as well as his upper body lateral movement, he's able to avoid a lot of what would be damage or incoming shots from the opponent. So that's another plus for him, and it shows. He's got a high motor and a good pace. He's 19 years old. He's a kid, and the pace that he started that fight at last night was the pace that he ended the fight at. Very high tempo, intense. Now some of that could be due to a lack of talent or skill level from the opponent, Burgess, but from the fights that I've seen Devin Haney in, he seems to try to initiate, sustain the same pace throughout the fight, But we all know that styles make fights, and depending on what an opponent gives you, that's what you take. So we'll see going forward. He can get in and out on an opponent really well. That's one thing I noticed. He go from in range, from range to inside quick, do what he had to do, and then get back out to range. And he tries his best to stay out of the opponent's kill zone. But when he sees an opening, when he sees a hole, when he sees a route into the opponent's defense, he takes it. All right, that was the good. So let's go to the bad now. And I'll be honest, I had to nitpick. There were a couple things that kind of stood out, but for the most part, I had to reach on a couple of things that I saw. But I like to have balance. I don't like to give the impression that, this particular fighter has 15 good things about him and I couldn't find anything bad. Every fighter has something, something that they either did wrong, can improve on, whatever the case may be. So here are the bads for Devin. Sometimes he moves too much. Now it was useful in the fight against Burgess, but I would like to see him not have to use as much of the ring as he did. You can still fight from range, and you don't have to electric slide all the way around the ring. And sometimes I feel like while I was watching it, I was like, man, if he would just claim his turf from a particular area, he's got the skill to keep that boy off of him, and still initiate what he wants to initiate without having to go from the east side of the ring to the west side of the ring, from the north side to the south side of the ring. So, and plus, as a fighter gets older, the leg and foot speed, the reflexes and athleticism, it always dwindles. Father Time has never lost a fight, and We talked about Roy Jones Jr. being a prime example of that. Roy relied on his athleticism and his reflexes and his speed so much that when it started to dwindle and decrease and decline, he didn't have he didn't really he didn't have a substitute for that. Especially on defense, he didn't really have a substitute for that because that's all he knew. That's all he ever used. So yeah. On to the next. Sometimes doesn't judge range and distance well. There was a number of times that I saw him throwing, especially those straight rights. He would throw them from too far away and wound up missing a punch just by a little bit, and put himself in the danger zone, in the kill zone, and as I like to call it. And like we said, uh, that could have been something that Burgess capitalized on, but we stated earlier that there was a lack of talent and skill in Burgess. Burgess was at best a journeyman at best. So this was a good step up fight for Devin. I won't say Burgess has 30 plus fights, but not a very good record. But this was the type of fight that he was a tough, gritty opponent. He was game. He came to fight, and he didn't step in there to lay down and just make Devin look good just because Devin was the headliner. Let's see. We'd like to see him increase his punch accuracy from the outside. When Devin was inside, it seemed like he was able to connect at a very, very high rate inside. From the outside, I saw a number of punches that were missed. And I would like to see him clear that, tighten that accuracy rate up from the outside, because that's going to be something that's going to be a very helpful tool, a very useful tool to utilize, is to being able to tag people from range. Floyd was a master at that. He didn't have to get all up in your grill, all up in the phone booth, all up in your chest to do what he had to do. He could stand from the outside and just pap, 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 you know what I'm saying? And just pepper you up at will. So I would like to see him tighten that up. And those missed shots always put you at risk to be countered. So you want to be as accurate as you can be. I would like to see him tighten that up. Not a devastating puncher. Although he has 13 KOs, he's the type of fighter that he gets you by punches and bunches. And we talked about fighters developing their man strength. He's 19, he's a kid, yeah, and there will be size and strength, that he adds as he grows and as he develops. But I seriously doubt that he's going to wake up one day and be Deontay Wilder, as far as punch power is concerned. But so if he comes across somebody that's got a good, last night he didn't put Burgess down. Burgess took some flush, hard shots from him. He's got a good chin, got a good beard. So, going forward, when you come across fighters like that have a good beard, will he have the power to deter them, to make them back up, to make them respect his punching power and his game? It remains to be seen. Seems susceptible to body attack. Now, Burgess didn't get in a lot on Devin Haney, but what he was able to get in on him, it seemed like that was predominantly body shots. And I don't know if it was just him not tucking the elbows tight, or him not moving his feet at those particular times. But I would like to see him tighten that up, because we know what a sustained body attack over the course of a fight can do to a fighter. Chop that wood, the tree will fall. That's what it is, man. And that's all I got. In closing, like I said, Devin Haney is one of a number of bright young prospects that are coming up right now. I feel like he, along with the others, are going to take boxing to better places, higher heights, deeper depths, whatever the case may be. Boxing is going to be in a good place as long as these dudes fight each other. The ones that are in the same weight classes, as long as they fight each other and they don't catch the duck flu from the current crop of fighters that we got there at the upper echelon. But there is so much of the Mayweather imprint in his game that it's not even funny. He looks so much. I mean, literally, he looked like Floyd. Not just style wise, but like appearance wise. At times, he looked like a young pretty boy Floyd. It was crazy. And then you couple that with his actual fight style, which is patterned after what Floyd was when he was pretty boy. It's uncanny, man. It's crazy. And that boy Floyd Mayweather Sr. has been working with him. Now I don't know if Floyd is still working with him, but Floyd got his hands on him and was able to sculpt and mold and build up a lot of what he is today. I know that his dad has some part in his training. I don't know to what extent, but he needs to let Floyd Sr. keep doing what he's been doing, man, because it's working. It has worked thus far, man. But yeah, he's one of the guys that I'm excited about. Devin, if for some reason you just happen to see this video, bruh, congratulations on your victory. And I'm really impressed. And we are able to see the progression of your training and of your of everything that you pick up from fight to fight is able to be seen every fight. You can tell the improvements that are made. You can tell the adjustments that have been made. So I just want to congratulate him on that, and I hope that you would keep moving forward with that and keep putting stuff in your toolkit, man. And keep it sharp. But yeah, that's about all I got on that. So once again, y'all know what it is. I am that boy Box. This is Roughhouse Boxing TV. Gotta say big shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den Boxing community. Once again, gotta send a special shout out to the big homie, Trey X from Marlowe's Corner. Came off the corner, pulled up on me at the house, man, called the fight. Had a nice crowd to come through and check out the live stream last night, man. And I'm gonna say this, man. I woke up this morning and just happened to look at the number of views on the video. Man, it had over 800 views, bruh. My jaw dropped because I've never had a number like that before. So once again, salute to the homie Trey for coming through, helping me out, man. And if you ever need me, hey, we got him 100% here at the house, man. Him, Marlo, or Kurt Sugar, man. We got them boys, whatever they need. So that's what it is, man. And trying to think, is there anything else? Nah. So y'all can go ahead and get on out the house. Gee.